Alright, Bandito, since you asked for it, well, here we are. Just kinda, I guess, checking shit out and doing what I can with what limited shit I've got. So, battery's out. I got that on the charger. Been sitting for a while. Might as well charge it up. That piece of shit's off. Fuck that. So far, power steering fluid. That was, I just changed all that junk out. The old dirty fluid. Put it out with new. While I took this turd off, check in there. And you can see the timing chain, nice and shiny, no glitter, no real wear, so that is happy. Kind of look back in there, it's a little brown, but you know, that's just age. There's nothing wrong with that. You can see a little glitter in there. Shouldn't be too bad. Could just be bad deposits, not fully covering everything. I don't know. I'm spewing shit half the time anyways right now. So far, that's about it. Coolant tank. After sitting for a day, just below the minimum line. I don't know where that green goo color is coming from. Probably just residual coolant. That should be mostly clear water. And yeah, it's kind of clear. That should be green, but fuck it, it's leaking. Just run some water in it. Nothing wrong there. Cap. Fuck this guy. It sucks. That one was nice. Other things. Brake fluid. That looks pretty gross. So that will need, focus you fuck. That will need changed out. Which would be, use that guy to suck all the old fluid out, which is what I did for the power steering fluid. Whoopsie doodle. Other things. Oh, this clip here, that guy, that is what holds the fuel line in. And if you can see it there, it holds the, just holds the, clips the line on, and if it does decide to back off, it can't. So that was all loosey-goosey, flopping in the breeze, so tightened that up, and it's good to go now. I don't know how well, oh, fuck that. I don't know how well we're gonna see back in there. Give me a second. Somewhere back in this turd. Oops. Somewhere back in that turd is the oxygen sensor that's bad. I wonder if you can see it from up there. It's back down in here. I don't know if you can see that shiny shield way back in there is somewhere. Yeah, right back in there. That's the heat shield. That shiny plaid looking thing. That's the heat shield for the catalytic converter. And somewhere back in that junk is the O2 sensor. I seen it last night. I can't find it right now with one hand. Where'd it go? It's somewhere back in that that pile of mess. I should be able to get it, no problem. I don't know what that goes to. That's a damn good question. Huh. News to me. Other things to check out. Oh, there. That big pulley is the main drive for the water pump, which is that pulley right there. Yeah, so this pulley right here is your water pump. That's the drive pulley. That last one goes to the tensioner. When I was out here last night, I seen it leaking. Yeah, focus, framing. I seen that leaking last night. So that will have to get a new gasket at the bare minimum. Push those cables out of the way. And you can see it's pretty much right there in your face. Nice and easy to get to. So that's a blessing. What led me to that, if we get under here, is right. Oh god. Right down in here. Oh god, that's hard to see. Right down in those two flanges on that round piece, kind of up in here. I saw water trickling down last night. A couple drips here, couple drips there. So, nothing crazy. It's a bit oily, messy down back there. The other place I seen water coming out is kind of down in that section here. Here we go. So this is one of the lower radiator mounts right here. I've seen water coming down in this section right back up in here, and it was dripping down a fair amount, but nothing crazy. So that sits, well, right below the radiator. That's the back side, back here. So probably the end tank that's cracked. So that's a radiator. Oh, it does have fog lights. I thought the car didn't come with fog lights. News to me. Tires are basically fucking brand new. That control arm is pretty crusty. That will need changed. What else? What else can I see from here? So if we go here, this is your control arm. Oh my god. So that's your control arm there. It ties the hub to the subframe, which is this guy right here. Up in here, this bar is your sway bar itself. And then we get under here more. That plastic thing. So that, this plastic thing is the sway bar link. It ties the sway bar to the rest of the suspension. This here is your axle. That boot there would be your inner tie rod end boot. And then the outer tie rod end is there, up in there. That is what lets you steer the wheels. So, what I saw last night... Right? Is that your tie rod end? Or... It's hard for me to see back in here. I'm also at a piss poor angle. But what I see, that lower boot on the sway bar link. So, we'll use the shadow. This guy right here, there's a boot on that with a ball joint in there. I can see that that boot is cracked and oozing grease. So that sway bar link itself will need changed. Should be a bitch and a half. They always rust out. You can see that this is actually a McPherson strut. Remember how we were talking about that the other day? So the shock goes right into the knuckle, and the shock actually turns in the chassis when you turn the wheels. Whenever I get around to it, I'll show you the suspension setup on the Acura. I haven't gotten the Jag up on jacks yet either. That comes this weekend. The other thing you can see is that there's no splash guard. Whoop-de-dur, it's a fucking splash guard. It will be okay. Anything else I can see? There's